it one day star?
Onisa Jerdha.
Ya Otana Gwanek Gwanek.
Radunagedu, the what Kirichirunana, Runajugedu, another Ratu than Yokodunis.
How was? Nexi dosa izi nakahonda di yahaze.
Okay, I'm gonna first say I didn't upload anything yesterday, which I apologize for, but I was feeling so ill. So I'm gonna make up for it today and do a lot of Assassin's Creed 3, and hopefully continue Underworld, like at least one video to make up for all that. But anyway, let's just stick to this, talking about this. I have to say, I think this is my favourite sequence in the entire game. It's really simple, as it's literally just introducing you to the tree climbing and the hunting, but during the main game I'm literally ignoring the entire plot and all the main sequences just so I can run around the frontier and hunt. I mean, I'm normally a person that isn't very keen on open world games, so for them to be able to stray me away from the main game just to like run across the trees and explore the frontier is like a pretty impressive thing to do. Although it kind of makes me feel like they should have just made a game about American Indians, because when I got to the assassin stage, I don't know, it wasn't as fun. I like the whole design of the Native Americans and all their outfits, and just their lifestyle was just much more interesting than just running around in the typical assassin gear. So I don't know. It kind of was a bad thing for them because it just made me want to have an a Native American game rather than an assassin game. I mean, when I played the assassin sections, they seemed not dull, but just not as fun in comparison. Plus, they milked during their campaign the whole, oh, we're like sticking to the whole American Indian or Native American language in this game to give it like realism, but they barely use it, which is just a big shame. Okay, I'm pretty sure the sync for this is actually finding them in a certain amount of time and not making any mistakes. Yeah, find the children in 4 minutes and find them in every one go rather than making a mistake. There's one of them. That was such a crap hiding place. Okay, let's get here. I kind of think the whole clue feature was underused. I mean, you can use it in hunting, which is pretty cool and makes sense, but there's other missions where you have to analyze clues, and I've only ran across one that's like this, and I think it's a shame because it's a pretty cool feature. He's in here. Clues. And he should be in this one. Yeah. The next part of the mission, I think, is switching it around where you hide, and then it should switch to teenage Connor or just a few years older, which is going to be the hunting tutorial.
Artewe.
Plus, something that fascinated me in the later syncs and like missions, this guy comments on how you're much paler than most Native Americans, so you could pass off as like Italian or Brazilian or something like that. But here they put a big emphasis on him being paler than the rest. But in those sequences, the later sequences when he's older, he's literally as dark as any other Native American, even darker than most of them. So him saying that just seemed a bit odd to me, and I don't know why they made him so much darker. Just seems a bit weird.
What have we here?
You look familiar. Where have I seen you before? That wasn't very nice.
Let me go!
Plus, I don't think he looks anything like his dad. So that comment in itself makes no sense.
We have questions for your elders. Only tell us where your village is, boy, and you can go.
Well, walk 30 steps down the hill and I'm sure you'll find it.
I could snap your neck, you know. A little more pressure.
It's quite sad. Charles used to be a quite likable character. He was quite timid, but harsh at the same time, but now he's just an asshole.
Speck of dust. You and all your ilk, living in the dirt like animals, oblivious to the true ways of the world. The wiser among you recognize the
Pretty
shape
sure
of the
they're cleaner than
future.
you who just throws their
They throw
shit out into
themselves
the
at our
street,
feet
but
and beg mercy.
whatever.
But not you, it seems. No. You cling desperately to your ways, too ignorant to know your folly. But I am not unkind. And so I spare you, that you may carry word to your people. Let them know the sooner we are given what we seek, the sooner you can return to your pathetic, empty lives. A fair trade, is it not?
What is your name?
Charles Lee. Why do you ask?
So I can find you.
I look forward to it.
There's one thing as well. I love the character design and the cutscenes. They look very realistic, but I never understood why Ubisoft couldn't get lip syncing right. I think it's the worst in this game. I mean, especially in the later missions, they literally are saying completely different things with their mouths from what's coming out of them. But no, you would have thought they would have fixed that, but it's only something little. It doesn't really bother me that much. Oh, that, where is your village? Oh, but we burnt it down. That makes sense.
Got know it.
Nekti on Sadego. Onak.
Dodzik under.
I didn't like this bit. I liked her character.
Sotstek. Radun Hagedu. Onak ti on Zartni Gunrat Sartni Duhage.
Dodzik.
On Sedek. Togazun Haak. On Sesege. Nekti Zaderi Onderak. Zinawe. Andini Kwe Gunhage.
Ja, Zadorista, da Gotka. Da Geriu, Akenyaga.
So sad. It's one thing I think Assassin's Creed series does better is emotional moments over like big badass moments, because in the latest things as well, meant to be in this whole battlefield kind of scene, and you're ordering the gunners, and it just doesn't feel like you're in this big situation, and anything you do will like screw up the entire battle. It's a shame. Right.
Wasqueni, Yasodi the one dore.
The tree climbing is pretty awesome. That has to be another one of my favorite features. I'd always wanted to do that in a game since like the original Tomb Raider game, which you could kind of do, but like not to this extent. You know, something that's literally climbing through forests and things.
Según ino tumne. Ha, nektizaha akta da hunenu haje. Te dun zohun jokna de waire. Toga yaho tena tai de waire. Toga yah tai de waderio. To arde na zawane. Tokniku hak.
Plus, I think they make Connor's character way too over-serious. I mean, even as a child, like a teenager now, he's obsessed with protecting. He's obsessed with war and protecting the village. It's like that makes sense because of his mother's death, but he shouldn't be so overly serious as a kid. Like when he gets older, he's just as serious, even more so, and it's just like I don't know. It takes away from his personality. Okay, this bit, don't run too far ahead of the other guy, because I did that, and by free climbing safely, I didn't realize it meant keeping him safe as well, because when you cross the river, he'll fall down, and you need to stop him from drowning. So when I first did it, he drowned. It's this bit. Where is he? Yeah, you have to run back. This is pretty easy. If you just follow the path, you won't touch the water.
Ona denirata. Zodzi one dore. Onio ti isere zaha set satstege doga ya chasadatrege. Nekti ohnayawane doga antjada ne danogihe. Doga oya wat ti nakunyanyo akta zatkan zera. Plus, this section introduces the whole bird nest thing, which is actually
like secondary objectives to the main game, and you get an American Indian outfit for collecting them all, which I'm trying to at the moment because I honestly cannot stand the assassin gear. And as I said before, I just love the American Indian side of things. Where do we go? Guessing up here. Nope. I'm confused. Maybe it's up here. No? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go.
Nahoda, what got ni guruni? Yatta wak kwenyo agwego yang gani haraunge. Ga ga der har de zinora agwego a seroroge. Ga de ga isere ya de ga yeri zinigo yang gani ya. Don't kur harege.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want you can just complete the mission. But we're gonna go through the feathers. If we can find a way up, of course. We need a tree that we can climb up. Let's try this one. And where's the other three? The other three over here. We'll say, however awesome the tree climbing in, it is not always the most smooth. Yeah, it's not always the most smooth animation. Sometimes it clips, especially on later viewpoints, can actually become trees, and they are freaking impossible to climb without glitching the hell out of Connor, which is a real shame. But I think that's something they added and overlooked and didn't really test, which is an actual shame. This game can be really glitchy as well, in just general, which is a big shame. And then we just need to go back to the other guy, and that should be it for this sequence. Unless, I'm not sure if the hunting section is like a part of it, or its own secondary mission. Well, we've gone into the village, didn't want to do that. Let's just jump.
So did we not out go?
We should be showing I got full sync on the other one, but it's showing sequence Thor instead. So that's pretty much how you do it on this mission, and I'll be back today with another video on hunting lessons.